Hello, beautiful friends, and welcome back to Daydreamers Barn. Thank you so very much for clicking on this video as we take you on a private tour of the Peterborough Cathedral. Thanks to one of our subscribers, Gareth, for this wonderful in-person tour for Chris and the kids. I will be doing the voiceover due to the cathedral playing music, so I'm going to add a couple of parts of Garth talking. He's given me permission, so I'm going to add that in as much as I possibly can, but you'll hear me most of it. And here we start with the tour.
The first building was built in 655, and that was when the area was known as Meadenstead. These are two of the only three original windows that are left within the building. These are known as Norman windows. But about 100 years after they finished the construction of the building, they moved to the Gothic style architecture, you see there. Basically because glass had become more available. These original windows would have been packed out with animal hides, bales of straw, maybe shutters, that kind of thing.
Right.
And this building wouldn't have been lit with obviously electricity. They didn't have electricity back in the day, so it would have been very dark and dingy. Candles would have been used, but they would have been animal fat candles, so they would have been very smelly, very sooty, and it would have been very nice in here. So
right.
So what they did, you see they've raised the roof level here to accommodate these larger windows.
Okay.
It's quite a nice dressed stone there, and then you've got a rough stone there.
Oh, yeah.
So the idea is you're letting in more light, the light of God, and that kind of thing.
Right.
So it makes it a nicer environment to be in, and also the light of God. The reason why these windows weren't replaced was because on the other side of it used to be a lady chapel.
Okay.
Again, not long after they started construction of the building, an edict came down from the Pope in Rome, because at the time this was a Catholic abbey, to build a lady chapel which was dedicated to the worship of the Virgin Mary. It's not there now. It was destroyed during the English Civil War, but we've got an artist's impression of what it possibly could have looked like. It looked something like that, but then
that was just a lady chapel.
Yeah, but that's what it looks like now. You see, there's this like it's gone basically.
Nice. I think so.
And I gather that growing up, maybe when people spoke about pollution, did you ever hear about holes in ozone layers?
Yeah, I remember learning about that in school.
And you don't really tend to hear so much about it these days. Most of the industrialisation and pollution is moved out to China and others. But around here we used to have a very busy, thriving brick industry. So it's one of the only cathedrals where you have a view all the way down.
Yeah.
A lot of cathedrals have like a rood screen, so it blocks off the view halfway down.
Right.
Peterborough Cathedral is one of the only cathedrals that have a view all the way down. We used to have a rood screen up until they rebuilt the tower, and they took the rood screen down and then never replaced it. Some more graffiti there from 1692. You've got the altar. The pillars are made from Belgian marble, and then the bit on top, the canopy, is made from Derbyshire alabaster. You've got the 4 apostles on each corner, and then this is that's Jesus, and on the other side you've got Saint Peter.
Nice.
If you go up a level, you see down, if you follow this line here all the way down, you'll see just along there, halfway down the nave there, it dips. It doesn't on the other side, it's dead straight. It's an imperfection in the building.
This beautiful stained glass was reassembled after it was damaged, piece by piece. I cannot imagine how many people helped to reassemble this. It is just magnificent and breathtaking. Here is the organ. It is really cool to look at, and I can only imagine how it sounds. The present building was begun in 1118, constructed in 1238, and the structure of the building remains essentially as it was on completion. Most significantly, the original wooden ceiling survives in the nave, the only one of its type in this country, and only one of 4 wooden ceilings of its period surviving in the whole of Europe. The main beams and the roof bosses of the tower date back to the 1370s. These were used as pulleys to bring heavy materials to the top of the towers. And these were to ring the bell.
They couldn't put brick out in there because it would affect the space from where we just fell.
The space itself wouldn't allow it?
Yeah, you can put the ceiling right in there. So, as you know, it's obviously it's a lot higher.
Right.
And the Gothic style pointed arches. So they've still put the row of bricks in to give it that strength.
Okay.
But then, kept the Romanesque for decoration.
Nice.
Artistic purpose.
Yep.
And then the ceiling that you see above us there depicts the crucifixion.
Yeah, I did.
So I've been around the States a bit.
We want to thank Gareth for this wonderful tour of this beautiful cathedral. We had such a great time putting this together for you guys so we could share it. As always, be good, make good choices, and be kind to someone today. Bye, y'all. Mwah.